Tuesday night at
The Funny Don't Stop Show.
What's up, people worldwide? My name is Alex Thomas. I'm the host, and as you know, I can't do this show without this amazing cast of friends and funny people and smart people or whatever they are. But I gotta introduce this guy to my left right here. Super funny dude, internet sensation all the way around, talented guy. Savvy Amusing in the building, ladies.
Every week, what up,
Yo,
y'all?
Savvy, what's cracking?
How you feel, Savvy?
Oh man, real good, man. Been getting a whole lot of work, man. Acting a fool. As you know, you did some work this weekend. I can't wait to introduce to everybody. When that's done,
oh yeah,
it's just been dope, man. I'm loving it. Just loving the field that I'm in, man. It's busy. But it's busy. I created, man, so I can't complain.
Absolutely.
Yes,
amen to that.
Amen to that, brother.
Now there you go.
Now, there you go.
To my right here, I got a super talented young lady by the name of Betsy Cox in the building.
Betsy
Cox. How are you?
I'm good.
You look like you just left a photo shoot or something.
I look like I left a photo shoot. I feel like I looked like I walked out of a grave.
Why do you say that?
I'm so tired lately.
Why so tired? What you been up to?
I've been doing shows like late at night, and then I did a dog event in San Diego, so I'm driving. Like I just been
Staying busy.
Yeah.
That's how you do it.
Did you hear about your little koala buddy?
How sad.
I thought.
What happened?
I can't watch the video.
I know I can't watch it either, honestly. And I think I'm getting that from you because I wasn't that sensitive until I met you, but I know how you feel about it, so it kind of fucked with me too.
Could you please tell the people all around the world that are watching?
No, that's why he's giggling.
No, I don't know. I have no idea.
I have no idea.
Oh, no. Okay, well, I don't, correct me if I don't know the exact location, but it was brush fires.
Yeah.
And people saw a little koala bear that was on fire.
In what city?
I don't know. That's what Betsy, you know?
Australia?
Well, right now, yeah, and a koala bear.
Well, that is where koala bears are. Koala bears aren't in Van Nuys.
Koala bears are extinct from the fires.
Right.
And there's so many fires right now that koala
in
bears
Australia.
literally, I don't even know how they're going to get it back. A woman ran into a fire to save a koala bear.
Yeah, she saved it.
I did see that.
You saw it?
I saw it.
Yeah, she saved
took her shirt off and then covered it in the fire.
She got him.
The little koala bear was like about to burn all up. It was smoking.
Yeah, it was.
Wow.
She kind of patted it out.
And it lived for 3 days. 3 to 2 days.
And then it died?
And they had to put it in the sleep.
I thought it stayed alive. So I didn't know
it died today.
Oh.
Wow.
Poor koala.
Yeah, they had to put it down. From
Venice, Italy's underwater too.
That is crazy. What is going on with Venice,
Italy?
Italy?
They don't even know if it's going to come back.
Oh, yeah, I saw commercials.
And what is wrong is global warming.
Right.
Get an Impossible Burger. That's what's wrong.
Yeah, I saw
Get
that.
I
didn't know what it was about.
When you said Venice, I was like, oh, really? Is Santa Monica going under too? I didn't really know. When you said Venice, I didn't know you meant Venice,
Italy.
Italy.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Underwater right now.
Wow.
Yeah, they always have mad flood problems because they're like right on the low
in Italy.
Water table.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
Yeah. You know those, I forgot what they call them, the little canoe things.
Yeah,
what's the little canoe
Gondolas.
Yeah.
Gondola.
Yeah. Those gondolas.
I could have used one of those in Louisiana. We used to walk through water with plastic bags.
Oh, my God.
That's good. That's good right there.
It's underwater, y'all.
Yeah.
My dude right here all the way to the right, ladies and gentlemen, big round of applause for Said Brass. Said Brass, aka Fact Man. How you doing, man?
Man, I'm doing good, man. I'm excited. It's the holidays, Thanksgiving time. I'm
really,
ready to
man.
just enjoy time, family,
exactly.
Breaking out of the norm, just trying to do something new.
You know, when we bring you up every week, we need to somehow, we say Said Brass, at Said Brass, but you really need that hashtag, Fact Man.
Oh, really?
I think so, because I've had people come up to me in public be like, yo, man, how's Fact Man doing? I'm like, how do you know about Fact Man? Yeah, man. You know what I mean? And you might even do something on your Instagram, said to be like, Ask Fact Man.
Oh. See, I've been plugging I Said So, too, so I don't know. I'll go between the two.
Yeah, between the two.
Yeah, that's cool.
You got a fresh haircut, too, big dog.
Thank you.
I see you. We see the waves.
Man, you just gotta prepare for success, man. So I'm already starting the 2020 mantra, man. I'm like working and manifesting success and positive energy, man.
That's how you do it.
Carry yourself a certain way, it's gonna manifest itself, man.
Absolutely.
You know what, Alex? I want to ask you, man, while we're on the subject of Said's haircut. I saw a picture yesterday on Instagram with like Reggie Bush had a haircut or whatever, and I tapped the link, to see his barber. How much does a celebrity barber actually charge? Because I've never been to a celebrity barber. Like any barber I go to is anywhere between $25 to $30 for full service haircut. So I'd like to know, how much do celebrity barbers cost to cut your hair?
Well, I haven't had hair in about 15 years, so I can't really speak on the going rate. But what I will say, because I was one of those dudes that was at the barbershop every week, you can check my timeline for that. But when you put the word celebrity behind it, celebrity usually is an extra $100. And back in the day, they used to call it trip charge.
Right.
Trip charge meaning, let's just take 3 guys. Let's say Jamie Foxx, Will Smith, Kevin Hart. They're not walking into the barbershop.
Right.
They can't walk into the barbershop because people be wanting to take pictures, sign autographs, all that. So the barber has to come to you.
Right.
He has to get gas in his car.
Right.
To come to you.
Right.
He has to basically set up his mobile shop when it gets to you.
Right.
The word celebrity, that's what adds that, that what you say it was for you?
$30.
Okay, so a celebrity job will be $130.
Yeah, that's about the going rate right now. So you about
Am I right?
You're about right on about $125 for any house call. So,
Damn.
Yeah, the guy I use is a celebrity barber, but I don't use house calls for him. I go to him.
Go to the shop and it's
Because you like the
but he doesn't have a shop though. He has like a little loft, like a private area.
Yeah.
So you still have to be like on the waiting list and kind of like in his little group. And
It's like almost like being a part of a country club.
What's that?
Still $100?
I pay $100.
Yeah.
But tell them what comes with your $100, because right now people watching, people be like, $100 for a fade?
Yeah, we want to know
line your beard up? Explain everything that comes along with $100.
So shout out Julian the Barber. Look him up. House of NoHo as well. My man. So what he does, which is pretty cool, I'll say, is that we do a lot of different things. He does like skincare. He does like a eucalyptic mint kind of mist.
Almost like a spa treatment for men.
So I get like this.
Take care of yourself.
Yeah, I exfoliate the skin.
Cucumbers on your eyes and all that stuff.
Yeah, he does like. I know.
You're not used to that because you get the hood cuts.
Yeah.
The first time you go to the hood, the barber might have a pickle in a jar. But,
I'll take the pickle in a jar. Can I get a little popcorn on the side?
but I know what you're talking about.
It's a little
hot towel, the whole
he
thing.
has a hot towel. He has a hot towel he puts on it. Hey man.
Hey, it's like an old saying pitch used to say, if you knew better, you do better.
You knew better, you do better,
The average dude that only goes and gets a cut, he doesn't understand. A lot of times, it's all about, when you get to a certain level, it's customer service.
Yeah, it's customer service.
And you're not waiting. I have my
Exactly.
set appointment. It's not a bunch of dudes in there. It's not the mixtape man coming in there every 5 minutes.
Right.
Man,
Nobody
or the
trying to
bootleg
sell
man.
you
Right, your
Pitbull,
fingers
Buc-ee's
don't
and shit
smell like
while
Kush.
You can't even
and
get
rims
in.
and shit while you trying to get
Yeah,
your
you know what I'm
haircut.
saying?
Yeah. So it's a whole. He has a massage lady come in too. That gives you a full massage.
It's like a spa.
Yeah,
like a
and
spa.
then he sells you products. So what it is kind of like a membership, like a man cave membership too.
Yeah.
So I pay a monthly fee, and then I get unlimited cuts for a month.
Oh, that's dope, because you're going to need a haircut.
Absolutely.
So you're gonna get a haircut. So I just paid a monthly fee. So it's kind of gangster for him because it comes out of my account.
Yeah, it's just coming right out.
It comes out of my account once a month, but it just allows me membership.
Right.
And then he gives out like swag.
It's the feeling.
Yeah.
It's the
That's
feeling
dope.
of membership in that country club feel.
Yeah,
Right.
Like that a country club. They don't take cash.
Right.
They know your members. They got your account information.
Right.
Where you go to a regular golf place, like every single thing you paying for out your pocket.
Yeah, the clubs, the card, everything.
The sandwich,
Yeah.
no, it makes you feel like an upper echelon.
Yeah.
Right.
And
When
he
it's
has
like
he has a bar in there.
Yeah.
We're drinking mezcal. When you come in, he's like, "Yo, you want a bourbon?"
You're
So I'm
sitting there drinking
with a-
wine while you getting your fade.
Yeah.
Come on, man. You want to
Damn.
watch the game?
All
They got
right,
you
I
need a
have
girl
an idea.
massaging your shoulders.
I want to go just for a
What's
vacation.
the girl look like? What's the girl look like massaging your shoulders?
You tell her.
That's what I have a problem with. Okay.
Yeah, how she
Oh,
look?
you wouldn't want your husband to get a massage while he's getting his haircut?
I gotta see her.
it's a spa massage. So
If she's ugly, is that okay?
I don't know. It's
If she's missing a tooth with a tattoo on her neck?
I still might get this.
You
got that monthly subscription,
It's not
huh?
like that. It's not like we get naked or in towels or robes, anything like that. It's like the spa massage. So it's just from your wrists up here and a little bit of your shoulders, but we're not on the table and she on our buttocks. Not a Chinese lady in there like sucky.
There's no happy, Betsy, there's no happy endings at his barbershop.
Happy eucalyptus on the side.
Right.
You know, like they put the mask thing over there. Like it's like a little garbage bag.
He's tripping out because he doesn't know anything about this.
We gotta pitch in and get Savvy this for Christmas.
We're gonna get him a spot.
I told him.
We need to record the whole thing.
I told
This
Alex,
is
just
crazy.
take me for vacation. I just want to see.
So have you ever been to Glen Ivy?
Yeah, but I've never got a massage there. I just took my girl there.
Okay,
for
Burke Williams.
birthday. Been same for birthday.
See, this wasn't
I just take
part
him
of
there.
the topic
Yeah,
tonight.
it was
but-
just-
but let's just now you got me going.
Yeah.
Every man out there, I don't care who the hell you are. Okay,
Right.
I know there's guys out there saying, oh, that's that metrosexual shit. No, that's called taking care of yourself shit.
Yeah.
No woman wants a dude getting in the bed and his toenails are stabbing her shins and now there's blood under the sheets. No. Get your feet done, fellas.
Yeah.
I've seen some brothers' feet, and it looked like they put firecrackers and cherry bombs between each toe. Your feet should not be looking at. Get your nails done every once in a while, brother. It's called grooming. Okay, you can be mad at this man all day for his eucalyptus mask, but he feels so much better when he walks out that bitch than you do. Average dude don't know what it is to exfoliate.
Yeah, because I don't.
Right? Am I right, Betsy?
I mean, you're right. At the same time, I'm married to like a mountain climbing, mountain biker who comes home covered in mud every day. He's like, nobody's touching my feet. Get the hell out of here. He's so filthy.
But you're okay with that, obviously, because you love him.
I like it.
Yeah, and I get it that that's your man, and that's what. But I'm one of those type of dudes. Yeah, my wife may go to the spa twice a month. I try to go once a month. I try to get a massage at least once. In the hustle and bustle of this Hollywood and this entertainment business, man, you need some type of athletes. Pro athletes, they get treatments on a weekly basis. Yeah, they're playing football, but you need treatments yourself going through this life. You know what I mean? You need to get manicures. You can get a pedicure every once in a while, fellas. Make sure you're groomed up. Your woman, your significant other, appreciates that. A lot of dudes don't get facials. They don't understand. You should do that. You just want to take care of yourself. Women do it on a regular basis, but we should do it every once in a while.
Yes.
And on a hygiene level, I know we talked about it on other shows too.
Absolutely.
You got to get the hygiene right too, because that adds to the experience as well.
Exactly.
I'm working, so you know, I'm still working on my brass balls.
Yeah, tell them what brass balls is.
Male hygiene shampoo and conditioner set. So
Yeah,
for men to hygiene,
so you have to condition your nutsack. Am I right?
Yeah, so you can shampoo.
You never heard of that,
Do you
Betsy?
have to condition your nutsack?
Well, I don't because I'm rocking a baldy right now, so there's no. If I pulled my dick out right now, you think I was 7. So.
I was doing it like the ladies do.
But so you know though,
I am
Alex.
very clean down under.
Yeah. So you know, Alex, the conditioner is not for hair; it's for the skin.
Yeah.
Because I've done a little research, and the skin is extra tender.
Yeah.
On the male genitals, so we need conditioner and
Absolutely.
moisturizer. That's different from the same conditioner.
For the
and
man that
moisturizer.
wants a strong nutsack, get yourself some brass balls.
I'm working on a formulation. Aloe vera is gonna be it's gonna be the base. Aloe vera is gonna be the base. So
Aloe vera, you should also do chamomile and lavender. So right now my nuts smell like lavender.
I got two
excuse me,
names.
I'm sorry. Is that too much information?
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry about
I
that.
got two names.
I have what's called tantric nuts right now. So. Yeah.
So let me know what you think, Alex. Brass
do
balls or maintain?
Man, what?
Maintain. Like maintain?
Like, dude, I'm gonna kick you right now. That's funny as fuck.
Maintain.
Maintain.
Instead of maintain.
Don't maintain.
Maintain.
Yeah, maintain. Yeah. See, y'all
You never
joking.
thought
I'm
you'd
dead
come on the show
serious.
and guys be talking about ball maintenance, huh? You never thought you'd hear that one. Nutsack renovation?
Yeah.
Maintain.
Ball conditioner.
Absolutely.
Ball conditioner.
Yeah.
Maintain.
Yep.
Or brass balls. How about soft balls? It's conditioner.
See, y'all laughing. I'm gonna be on sore.
Softballs is next summer. That's the spring line.
Yeah.
Softballs is the next.
Yeah.
Wrinkles be gone.
Leave-in conditioner for your balls.
Listen, women got Summer's Eve.
sick,
Y'all
man.
got all kind of products. Summer's Eve and all kind of products. For
We
women.
have vaginas. We have to.
Right. No, but what he's saying is at Walgreens, CVS, there's a whole aisle dedicated to coochie maintenance, right?
That's true.
There's nothing out there for men. We have to get creative. Watch this man right here fuck around and move 1 million units in 2 weeks.
Yep.
I'm telling you.
And you're going to be known as the nutsack king. You're going to be
Alex,
taking pictures.
I
Brass
cannot wait to be in Walgreens, standing behind the guy, buying the dick conditioner.
Buying the dick conditioner.
And on the front of his bottle, it just be some nuts with his eyeglasses.
with his face on.
With his eyeglasses.
Excuse me, sir. Where is the maintain section?
Right. Oh, it's over
Yeah.
there in the back by the
Right
brass
over there by the
balls.
smiling display of said brass right there.
Right, exactly.
Yeah, so I'm gonna just make sure to get product placed in a few rap videos and like that. You know,
Yeah.
guys get basically incentivized to make them think that they might get
So
more.
2 chains
They
for ball
might-
protection.
Oh, yeah. I can't wait
Lil
to hear.
Weezy to protect his
Yeah.
peasy.
But,
Yeah.
but the play. No, I'm telling you.
Dr. Dre, do
I'm
you
telling
use
you.
brass balls? He'd be like, hey, oh yeah.
No, I'm telling you, if dudes are saying that they gotta get that, yeah, I'm telling you.
Which one do you use? I
Yeah.
use the new West Side Nut Collection.
Yeah.
I don't leave home without it.
The
Homie.
West Side Nut Connect.
I'm telling you.
That's your name.
No, as long as guys think they're gonna get
more.
more head, if they
Right.
think they're gonna get more head, then all it takes is that
Exactly.
one guy to be like, yo,
Yeah.
I gotta make sure I get my brass balls
Absolutely.
There you
before
go.
this
Like
girl.
my joke, I said,
Yeah.
I say for years, I said, hey, you guys can laugh at me all you want, but when I say my nuts are minty fresh, let me tell you, take this from a guy that gets his dick sucked a lot. Okay, and they appreciate that. They're like, oh my God, for me? Oh my God, I just want to taste it. You know what I mean? So
So you put mint oil?
no.
When you say minty?
Well, mine, what I do is I go in the baby section.
Okay.
And it's like aloe vera baby gel. And like you said, it comes in lavender. It also comes in chamomile. And it comes in shea butter.
There you go.
And actually, once you get out the shower, guys think, I'm going to give you a good example. You think I'm being funny. I don't want to say the nationality because it looks like I'm being racist towards certain nationalities. But there's a certain nationality out there right now. They take showers. I only know because there's a lot of them at my gym.
Okay.
They take showers. They use soap and water, but they don't believe in deodorants. They don't believe in lotions. Because remember, you take the shower, you clean yourself,
Yeah.
but still, once we get out the shower, we put on lotions,
Right.
so you won't be ashy.
Yeah.
You put on deodorant, so
Yeah.
you don't have you put on colognes.
Yeah.
They don't do that.
Yeah.
So when I tell you these motherfuckers stank with an A, stank. When I tell you these motherfuckers I don't even know the word for the humiliating smell.
Yeah.
Because they think just because they took a shower. Same goes for your nutsack.
Yeah.
Same goes for women in their private parts. You can clean with soap and water all you want. You still have to do the after stuff. You still have, so with men, you still got to put on that lavender baby gel or that cocoa butter.
Brass balls now.
Brass balls is the next level.
Yeah,
Like you
that's
said,
what
that's
you're
coming
gonna
out in the
use
spring.
in that.
So right now, for all these years, I had to be creative.
Yeah.
And I've got a lot of compliments on my nutsack. And they're like, oh my God, most guys don't think about this. You know, girls got musty nut sacks. Dudes got so much hair, can't even see this shit. You know what I mean? Look, my dick looks brand new. Fresh out the package.
I mean, I think
Straight
you know
out
what?
of Amazon.
Yeah, Alex is selling it for me. Alex selling it for me.
Post
sold
share it. Teach
Oh my
these
God, I
people
can't
what's
believe we
up.
talked about all
Yeah,
this.
yeah, go ahead.
Let's get into the show. Hope you guys are enjoying the Funny Don't Stop show. Tell them about how they can check us out.
Yeah,
Sid.
check us out right now, as you see on the placard, youtube.com/The Funny Don't Stop Show. You can check us out on Facebook. But make sure you guys go on there, subscribe, like, get the alerts so we can get the analytics up and make sure you can watch us and get all of the viewers up and we can, get monetized.
Absolutely. I got to give a big shout out to my second home, Atlanta, Georgia. ATL, what up? It's Alex Thomas, and I will be there all this weekend. November 28th, that's Thanksgiving, through December 1st. I got 5 shows. Uptown Comedy, there you go, .net. Get your tickets. This will be my 5th year in a row selling out shows every Thanksgiving. It's like an annual thing I do out there. I'm excited because I'm bringing my whole family. I'm bringing my mom, my mother-in-law. I'm bringing my wife, my daughter, my son. We're all gonna have fun out there in Atlanta. And yeah, every time I do my shows out there, it's off the chain. So Atlanta, I need y'all to pull up to the Uptown Comedy Club in Hapeville out there by College Park. I have a confession that I'd like to make in front of my friends and family. And part of being a comedian is you got to be honest. So I'm gonna let everybody know the update. I've had people come up to me lately and go, "So how's that vegan thing going?" And I'm like, you know what? There's no more vegan thing. I know I spoke a little fast, and let me just get this off my chest. I spoke real fast, you guys, because my boy Reggie Bush put me onto the Game Changers documentary.
Yeah.
I will say again, Reggie, thank you. It changed my life. I thought about things differently that I could do diet-wise and how I could just be a better person. So what I did was I kind of jumped in cold turkey. You might even want to call my shit frozen turkey, because that shit, I dove in like I was the advocate for veganism.
Yeah.
But what I did not do, and I'm man enough to admit, I did not do all of my my homework on what it was to be a vegan. In my world, you got to think about it. I'm a dude that had at least 2 things of meat every day of my life for the last 20 years of my life. When I say 2 things, I mean breakfast, lunch, a lot of times 3 times a day I'd have meat. So for me to go the 25 days that I did with no meat, that was a personal accomplishment. I learned a lot. I was like, wow, I can do this, right? But after doing my homework, I realized, and my wife even said something once, I was like, hey, look, I'm a vegan. I stopped doing meat. And I'm sitting there in the restaurant and I'm eating a Caesar salad with no chicken. She knows I love chicken Caesar salad. I'm like, look at me. Right. She's like, you know there's anchovies in the Caesar dressing. I was like, okay, that's some bullshit.
Anchovies is meat?
Huh? Anchovy is a fish.
Like a fish?
It is fish.
That's crazy.
Okay, you didn't know that?
Yeah, I did.
Okay.
I actually got it confused with olives. I don't know how.
That's funny. Yeah. So then further, I would get like soups. I love soups. And I'd be like, look, baby, I'm having a soup with no meat. She's like, you know, there's chicken broth in that. I was like, you know what? It's just too many damn requirements. So long story short, I'm not a vegan. I just changed my life and my diet around. And I think I can go like maybe every month, maybe the 2 days out of my week, I'm gonna have some meat. But I can go 5 days without. I already don't do red meat or pork, but I would have to change my entire household.
Yeah.
That would be kind of, what's the word I'm using? I can't do that to my family right away. You know, it's kind of like, okay, that means I'd have to change everything in our refrigerator. I got a 2-year-old and a 4-year-old. I can't quite do that. You know what I mean? I'd have to ask my wife, oh, when you make dinner, make me a separate vegan dinner. Like, it's just a lot.
Yeah.
So,
well, you have to get the vegan Caesar salad dressing, which is
I found that out, and I commend you vegans. And Reggie Bush, if you're listening, I appreciate y'all doing what you do. I think I just got to take baby steps.
Yeah, you do.
But for now, it's just changing my diet and my life around. And I actually feel better. I lost almost, 7-8 pounds of just not eating meat at all.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Still going to the gym and everything, but I'm a work in progress. So.
You lost that much weight?
Yeah, because I also understood the whole veganism. When you go further, it's also no dairy, no bread.
Yeah.
So my thing was, for that 25-day period, I actually was like, I'm not gonna fuck with dairy or bread, and I did a good job of it. But again, it was things that I'm thinking I'm doing it, but it's in what I'm eating.
Wow.
Yeah, but
So I didn't go all the way in. I admit to that. I didn't go all the way in.
There's a lot of bread you can eat.
I hear that you can substitute, but I just, for me being the new guy, I just said, let me stop that also.
Yeah,
but
you went hard.
I'm a work in progress, and I just wanted to get that off my chest to let everybody know, I'm man enough to admit that. So
That's what's up, man.
I wanted to let you guys know that.
Just the fact that you're doing any good things to change your
Your
life
diet,
for the better.
that's it.
And if you can't, listen, it took me a long time. I'm telling you guys. I'm from New Orleans. Like, I ate seafood every day. It's so hard to think about giving up seafood, shrimp, crab, like that stuff.
And I love lobster. I love all that. You know what I mean?
I gave up seafood, but I do break my seafood fast when I go to New Orleans. That's the only time I eat seafood is in New Orleans, but I don't eat it any other way.
Yeah, like, everybody's body's different, and everybody has to make different commitments, and I just wanted to be honest about that. To switching wheels real quick, earlier, Savvy, since you are the internet king and you really got this whole social media world down, and this wasn't even a part of the show, but I've just been hearing people talk about this lately. What is the latest on Instagram with this no more likes? I need to know, is it no likes, but we can do views, but no more likes, but we still get comments? Explain what's going on. What's the latest?
Instagram has changed several things that has actually affected me, and some things that have not. Now, the first thing, they wanted to experiment with removing likes. There's been, not everybody's going to be affected by it, but a lot of people will. And I don't know the exact reason why they're doing it. A lot of people say, well, they're doing it because a lot of people are getting depressed because they may post a photo of themselves and it may get 10 likes, and then people are bullying like, hey, this picture of you must suck because I got 100 and you only got 10. Then they said it was all a money thing, because Instagram influencers such as myself and other people that's way bigger than me, like Kim Kardashian, Kylie, etc., were having private companies advertise through them. Or Instagram wants some of that money.
You're getting paid off of their platform.
Absolutely.
And not cutting us in.
Absolutely. So what happened is the owners of Facebook, I believe, own Instagram now. However, they didn't transfer over all of their employees in the beginning, but now they have. So now people are witnessing a drop in their engagement. They're witnessing a drop in their views, and it's all because Instagram wants you, the influencer, or you, the user, to pay them for advertising to get your algorithm moving in your direction. They no longer want to make regular comedians or creators or models millionaires or sponsors. They want that money themselves. So influencers are being affected by that.
So what's being stopped? Is it the likes or is it the comments? Or like, explain to the person that's listening or watching right now, what is the major difference between a like, a view, and a comment? I mean, we know that. But what is being stopped? What is going to be no longer?
Well, what it is, there's three things to content and a post. One thing, they have views, where you can see how many people have actually viewed. That's still going to be there.
It's a video.
Right.
That's still there.
Yeah, that's still there.
Okay.
Then they have likes, to where you can see how many people actually like this photo. For some accounts, that's being stripped and taken away. You'll no longer see it. Yeah, not everyone.
Right now, it's in a beta form.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Yeah, not everyone.
The reason for not having likes is what you said. People.
Yeah, they're saying that they don't want people's content or photo to be judged based off just how many likes you got. Let me give you an example. There was one time by an influencer and a comedian that I respect very much, Blake Weber. Shout out to Blake Weber. One of his followers was saying like, oh, well, Savvy content is trash. And then so one of my followers said, well, no, it's not trash. His is up there with Blake's. Why wouldn't it be? She said, well, because Blake gets more comments than Savvy. So a lot of people will judge you based off simply how many likes you have. Not on the content, but how many likes you have. And to me, that's unfair.
That's why I like telling people sometimes, what you're failing to realize, I'm dope in real life.
Right.
I like to say, if Instagram and some of this social media went dead today, a whole lot of motherfuckers would be out of work.
You better believe it.
And out of business.
You better believe it.
Like people, in this generation, think about it, this generation, like literally, their lives evolve around social media.
Yeah.
What's your feeling on it, Sid?
No, I think it's interesting. I think it actually levels the playing field out. I actually like the fact that they might take
it does. It does level the playing field.
It
levels the playing field out because we got a lot of fake likes out there, or people just going down, checking the like mark, and it really gives a kind of a lost leader or a fake sense of success for a lot of people when they see a lot of likes.
Absolutely.
I think comments are always going to be around because that's the whole premise of social media, is to socially engage.
Right.
So I think the comments part will always be out there, but I like the fact that the likes is going away because now steady more and more we're able to level the playing field out and see who is really able to be real talent out here if they're trying to monetize themselves. At least for me, I'm not.
What's your feeling on it, Betsy?
I agree with him. I like that the likes are going away, and I like it specifically for kids. I mean, for me, I don't care if you like me or not, but I will tell you this. There are a lot of haters that troll your Instagram page, look at all your stuff, and they purposely do not like your stuff.
Oh, of course.
You know what I'm saying? And I think
now
you don't have to worry about that. And it's not so much us that it matters to, because we're all like, whatever, we don't care.
They're like window shoppers.
But it's like 14-years.
It
matters. I mean, you have kids now.
No, exactly. That could really,
that could hurt them really badly.
Right.
Unpopular.
And it's just like she said, Alex, because they have people. It's a simple example. If you put out a song that's a hit, everybody loves it.
Mm-hmm.
If everybody's tapping thumbs up on YouTube or Facebook, there's gonna be somebody that taps thumb down just because.
Oh, of course.
Yeah.
But one
Just
thing I've
because.
learned in my years of being in the entertainment business, you cannot please everybody.
Yeah.
No, you
And it's
never
just,
will.
that's one thing that people have to understand. You got to just know that, hey, man, I'm going to put out the best product that I can.
Right.
I'm going to be as funny as I can be. I'm going to be as likable as I can be. And you know, it's like when we throw out jokes as comedians. All I can do is hope you like it.
That's it.
Right.
And if you don't, okay, if say the room has 100 people, as long as 90 of y'all love me and liked what you just saw, I can't be concerned with the haters. Misery loves company, and misery loves company. And there's people out there that they have hating personalities.
Right.
Yeah.
They don't want to see you do great. They don't want to see you do bad. They just don't want to see you do good.
Right.
I can't be concerned with them.
Yeah.
Right.
And that's what social media has turned into. And really what has polarized this country so much is the fact that there's so many social media platforms or negative people out there. Now they have a voice and a platform to speak. And as we know in life, the people that are negative somehow seems like they have the louder bullhorn than the people that speak
Oh, they do.
positive energy.
Yeah.
They absolutely do.
This country, this world, I hate to say it, strives on negativity.
They do.
It's almost like we always like to say, it's almost like you can videotape your brand new baby being born.
Right.
And this is the most beautiful. God brought another life into this world. That's beautiful.
Yeah.
No matter who you are, no matter what your race is, but such and such over here can twerk on a table and it get 10 million views and likes. And people are like, it's like a sense of, to the younger generation, that new birth was cool, but did you see the thong that Cardi B was wearing in that last video?
Absolutely.
Just shows the world where, they show a video on Instagram of somebody robbing a bank, or somebody getting run over by a motorcycle, or somebody getting shot.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh, that's what
Got
everybody wants to see.
5 million views.
5 million views of
Absolutely.
negativity.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That in a numbers base is showing you what the people want to see.
Yeah, but you know what? If you're a true talented person, it's fuck what they want to see. It's what you feel.
Yeah.
It's what I feel. When I wrote that song, I can care less who else got a hot song out right now. I want you to hear mine. I can care how funny another comedian is. I'm here to, now it's my turn.
Yeah.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
So let's get on. We're always on these great topics. Shout out to everybody watching worldwide. We appreciate that. Betsy, let's get into this chick shit report.
Oh,
yeah, because every week there's always some crazy shit going on in the chick shit report. And I love your commentary. So let's just jump ahead real quick. Talk to us. What's going on in the lady world?
Well, we got a man suing Madonna for starting her concert 2 hours late. Yeah, and because his ticket values dropped. So they were valuing at $1,500. He's pissed. He's taking her to court.
Wow.
3 tickets.
Can you take somebody that big to court because you are 2 hours late? Because from what I'm hearing, show was supposed to be at 8:30 and she didn't go on to 10:30.
Right.
And he spent a lot of money on the ticket. So is there a clause in contracts or something? Because I heard there is, and she broke it.
Yeah, I think so, because she released that the concert was going to start late, I guess. And he was like, well, I can't stay up that late. So now he can't sell his
What is he,
ticket.
80?
Right.
But I mean, she is, he's suing her. And
It's
a lot of people were mad.
It's a silly premise because at the end of the day, you can't technically resell your ticket for any face value or for profit. So at most, all he can do is get back value for his ticket. But he's trying to sell his ticket for a profit higher than the value of what it was associated with at the very beginning. So you can't hold that actual Madonna liable, just from a legal standpoint.
And first of all,
it's ridiculous.
Madonna is a rock star.
Yeah.
She's one of the greatest and the biggest to ever do it. Do you really think it's called fashionably late?
Right.
You know what I mean? Madonna, if she says 8:30, she ain't going on to no goddamn 8:30.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, and who the fuck comes there upset, angry, and mad?
Yeah.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Because people be looking for something, and it's almost like our last topic. It's so much negative energy out there. People are trying to feed off negative energy, and we live in such a litigious society today that everybody's trying to suit everybody.
Boy, you ain't lying. Any opportunity they got.
Yeah.
Tell us about that.
Let me just say this real quick.
Yeah.
Thank God you got the money to go to Madonna.
Exactly.
Come on, man.
That's true.
You know what I'm like? Come on. Okay.
Tell us about that girl Lizzo, because I heard something about her.
Lizzo is making a splash all over with this tiny purse she wore on the red carpet at the AMAs.
Yeah,
Oh my God.
Where is it?
It's so little you can't see it.
It's
Raul, maybe you might have to. Damn it, we're blocking her little
blocking
purse.
it.
Damn it,
Wait a
damn
minute.
it.
Yeah.
Oh,
There it
you go,
is.
right on
That's
top
what
of
it
our.
Is that a real?
It looked like all she could put is a penny in that bitch.
Maybe a
A
quarter.
penny might not fit. So what was the purpose?
I don't know.
Making a
She
fashion
said
statement.
she wanted a tiny purse, and she.
Is that
wore-
because she's such a big girl?
I love her.
Okay, I like that answer.
Let me no, this girl is the
Yeah,
What is she wearing? Mac and cheese?
Bessie loves everybody.
Okay, you didn't hear what
love
Salvi just said.
everybody.
What
What'd
is
he
that?
say?
He said, what'd you say?
I said, what is she wearing? Macaroni and cheese?
That's a good.
Is her name Lizzo Velveeta? I mean,
Hey man.
you know, we just playing with you, Lizzo. I don't need people coming down to us. It's just a couple little jokes. By the way, we got to give a big shout out to one of our producers on the show who makes
right.
sure that all of this stuff is looking good, looking fly, all the pictures, all the video. Big round of applause for the big goose. Yes.
Lizzo's purse is the same size as my ass. I'm all about that, Lizzo.
So what's up with Victoria's Secret?
Y'all. Victoria's
Oh, my
Secret
God.
is canceling the fashion show. Canceling
That was one of the biggest fashion shows every year for
ever,
years, right?
ever.
Live
You get
streamed
to see
everything.
boobs, butts, skinny waist.
Why
all
is
this-
that?
Behind the scenes.
They're saying that they think like Playboy's kind of out, Victoria's Secrets is out, and all that's waving out because of how accessible porn is online. You can just Google and get any porn you want versus waiting for a magazine to come all the way to your house or waiting for a Victoria's Secret show to watch and see.
But what the hell does Victoria's Secret have to do with porn? That's just panties and bras. Porn is porn.
I know.
I
Women
guess
are
that's
still
the
going to
base.
buy panties and shit, right?
Well,
You're the only woman here, so tell me.
I wonder how many women it is really tuning in to the Victoria's Secret fashion show.
Yeah.
Oh,
What
you
do
mean the
think?
men are really?
Yeah, it's like when
Yeah.
I post a sexy picture on Instagram, how many women you think are like, damn?
Oh, no, that is true.
Titties real quick.
That is true. That is true, because when you think about it nowadays, you want to see some hardcore. I could give a damn less what you
You
wear.
do because like back in the days, like you would have a chick, man. She could do something in a video as simple as this, just, and men would go fucking crazy
Right.
over that.
Yeah.
Now, like you say, they got everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, so she's right. I mean, Playboy may be the next blockbuster, man. It's just simply going out.
Oh, yeah, no, you're right. Times have changed.
Yeah.
Porn is so hardcore now. Seeing a girl in
But
panties,
Vicky's
she
Secrets-
might as well have a turtleneck on and a goddamn pair of
Might as well.
overalls.
Might as well.
That's not, I guess, considered sexy anymore. I don't know.
But we're talking about
And you
Victoria's
know what?
Secrets though, right?
Yeah.
But you know, men gonna always like women with
Yeah,
lingerie
lingerie.
Yeah, they
in
gonna
the
want it.
bedroom. So
Yeah.
I think they'll still be all around.
Just the
always.
fashion show might not be going on.
The
guess
fashion
so.
show, yeah, I guess
Okay.
people maybe. I mean, the ratings could be down. I mean,
Yeah.
they cut
That's
that.
true.
I mean, I'm gonna tell y'all, they don't. People
But
don't
that's
care
kind of
about
like
that.
nowadays how the internet is so huge. Like, I'm one of those people that I've always loved to read. So I was that dude that I would walk into a magazine stand and be there for 2 hours, enjoying reading different magazines.
Yeah.
That's kind of like dead now. Hard copies are dead because you can get all your information on your
But it's
online
still
device
like
now.
art to me, man. Buying a hard copy book.
I
it's
still
some-
love it.
I can go through books faster with audiobooks, but I still have to go and buy the hard copy.
I like the hard
I
copy,
still
too.
have it on my shelf because it's just something about having that physical hard
Right.
book. You can
Right.
pass it on to someone
Now that I
else.
got kids, I'm really thinking like that. Like, yeah, no matter how huge the internet gets, I'm still like my little kids. They love to turn the page.
Yeah.
And look and that. It's like they're still utilizing their imaginations.
Right.
You know what I found out recently too? Talking to some people within the education field, that a lot of kids now can't even write because
They're so used to
they're
this.
so used to
Absolutely.
typing on a computer and on the
Absolutely.
keyboard, but just penmanship and just
Yeah.
handwriting, they don't even know how to do cursive anymore. I
Yeah.
just realized
Yeah.
I have kids.
Yeah.
I didn't realize
Yeah.
that they stopped
But-
teaching cursive
Yeah.
writing
Yeah.
in school.
But I'm gonna tell you why I know said is 100% right, because 90% of the time we're on computers, laptops. I don't have to do much physical writing because I'm always sending emails.
Excellent.
My nephews are in prison. there's been times
You
where I've
said
been,
nephews with an S. Both
oh,
of them?
several of them niggas is in there.
I love you, Sally.
I got a few locked up too, but damn.
That's
Okay,
what I'm
keep
saying.
it
Don't
going.
act like ain't none in your
Oh,
family, nigga.
I got some. I got
we all
stories,
got a
too.
couple of niggas
Yeah,
in
yeah.
there.
All right.
Yeah, but there's been times where I've been writing them a letter said, and I'll literally pause
You'll
for a
get
minute
fatigued.
like, wait a minute. Was I getting ready to spell laugh out loud
Right.
on this paper?
Yeah.
That's interesting.
And
Because you're
I'm
so
dead
used
serious,
to.
like, it's in my mind that I'm texting, but I'm not. I'm writing a letter.
They would understand that though.
They would.
Yeah.
But it can really, really sink into your mental to where you may not be able to do it anymore.
Yeah, it's crazy that you're saying that you bring that up. Now that I have a 2-year-old and a 4-year-old that have their devices and they're on it every day, my wife and I, we have to just like, okay, stop. Like a certain amount of the day they can use it, but then they have to write.
Yeah.
Just so they do both. So we stop. No more laptop or iPad. You have to draw. You know, just so they can get. So just for that. Let's get on to the next one. Let's get on to the next one.
Spell, and now I feel like I can't because it's all. You know what I mean? You just
Spell
type
correct
out-
for you,
It's
right.
all there.
You type
You
that
don't.
one letter.
Right,
Right,
you don't worry about getting it wrong because the
Right.
computer will fix it for you.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
All right, y'all. Taylor Swift has made history. She's the artist of the decade.
Oh, please.
Total 28 AMA awards, 28 wins. Michael Jackson was 24.
Also, see,
Yo, Taylor.
Michael Jackson. Tay and
Yo,
Where's Kanye when we need him?
hold on.
I'm real happy for you. I'm gonna let you finish. But Michael Jackson was the greatest artist of all time. Greatest of all time.
Are you a big Taylor Swift fan?
Love
You have all her albums and everything?
No, I don't have. But I love. She's like the psycho white girl singer.
Right.
But like every white girl.
Who do you put her up there with? I mean, because I'm not, I don't know much about her, but so who do you put up there?
Alex,
who do you
she is-
compare her
she-
to female-wise?
Nobody.
She's
She's
in
her
the-
own league.
Okay.
She's like
She
Tom
is-
Brady
Okay.
of the general
Oh,
market.
Pretty much,
come
she
on.
is.
No,
She's like-
she's her own. I wouldn't even say. You can't even compare this. This is like raw talent and the making. Her writing. I mean, she's like her and Sheeran. And Sheeran's huge too, like that.
Right.
I have no idea.
She's
who
funny,
Sharon
too.
is.
I've
I'm
seen
not
her
gonna even
every
act
night
like I
live.
just
She's
know who that
a
is.
really good
Yeah.
person too. Like,
Right.
I mean, I have to be honest with you. She's
I will give you
awesome.
that. I like how she cheers on everybody else.
Yep.
Yeah,
She seems
she's
like a
big-
real cool
she-
person.
A big cheerleader. I give you that. Her energy, but music-wise, okay.
It's catchy hooks and it's huge songs, so I can't never knock
Is
that.
she
It-
country?
you
The
know-
country music?
She started off
She's
country,
pop.
but she
She
just
changed
popped
it
now.
now.
She's completely
She
pop.
changes her sound every album. It is something different. It is like,
I'm not
wait,
mad at
that's
that.
Taylor Swift? Wait,
Right.
that's her?
Right.
It's
Right.
like insane.
So hold on. Do you think Taylor Swift is better than Beyonce?
I mean, she is the artist that I love Beyonce, but okay,
Just who's a
listen,
better
Kanye
artist?
West over here.
No, that was a question.
I mean, that is such a okay. Kanye.
That was a question. That was a question, though. I
Why
didn't
you
make a
gotta take
statement.
her down, Kanye?
I asked a question. that was a
Damn.
straight question. That wasn't a
Damn.
statement. I actually didn't make the
But
statement.
everybody's
I
entitled to their opinion. I mean,
No.
that's like saying people that like rock and roll that never got into hip hop.
It's
You know what I mean? A guy will go, hey, you know what? I'm not really into hip hop, but I love Def Leppard and Guns N' Roses. And around the same time, Run DMC and LL Cool J were out.
Right.
It just,
But it's-
I'm not mad at you if you said, you know what? I personally like her better than, and you just got to take that for that.
But you can't because it's completely two different artists. It's like you saying to me, do you like Aerosmith better than Juvenile?
But when
Like,
you
come
start
on.
saying
They're
the
two different
artist of the
worlds.
Yeah.
decade, when you start giving titles like artist
I
of the
didn't give
decade,
it the newsstand.
right? So
American
yeah,
Music
so
Awards
we
said.
gotta talk it out. If you tell somebody, hey, we're gonna basically make them the artist of the decade, it's a lot of very successful artists within that decade. But
Right.
I'm just doing the litmus test. Let's
Yeah, well,
poke
she
through.
keeps winning.
That's
She
something
keeps
that you
winning.
could really, I'm be honest, that's a whole show in itself.
Yeah.
Because you know what? You're completely right. You could break down analytics. It's like the fight right now when people go, was Jordan the greatest basketball player or is it LeBron and Kobe? Like you get people
Yeah.
that are Jordan fans and they could say why they think. You can get the younger generation and go, well, Kobe, and then you can get the new generation and go, I bought every LeBron shoe, so everybody's got different reasons.
It's true. But you know what, though? That is one thing, too, though. You really can't say who's the best based on a ring and how many championships, because there are some of the best players with not such a good team around
But then
them.
we can also get deep for all of us real sports fans. We can go, were you in this for individual accolades? or were you in this to win championships as a team?
Yeah.
You get guys that'll argue that all day. There might be somebody out there that goes, Charles Barkley is the greatest basketball player ever. And that motherfucker never smelled a ring.
Right.
Yeah.
Never even got
Yeah.
close to a ring. But individually, yeah, he was an amazing dude. Did he make it to the Hall of Fame? Yes, he did. If you ask Michael Jordan right now, who's one of the toughest dudes you ever played ever? Charles Barkley.
I'ma still
Yeah.
say
You know what I mean?
Michael Jackson is the biggest artist of all time.
Period.
I will too.
And anybody that would fight you on
all
that,
time.
that's a personal thing. Because you'd be
all-
able to prove you're not just talking.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
You'd be able to go, and here's why. Then you might get somebody to go, I'm just playing devil's advocate. Yeah, he's the greatest ever, but he also tickle boys nutsacks. You know what I mean? It's like, there's always an asterisk in there.
I'm not gonna. Michael Jackson was my first crush. Okay, I was obsessed with Michael Jackson. I thought I was gonna marry him.
You and the
Wow.
rest of the world.
And I still have all of his CDs, and I feel bad. Like I really, it's such a bummer to find out he did what he did, but like he is
Allegedly.
But allegedly.
Allegedly, because he hasn't been
Oh, I thought
charged
you said
with
he's
any
so
crime.
he's like the,
Supposedly.
Yeah, right.
well, you know.
Hey,
no.
I want to switch subjects because we've had such a great show, and I know we don't have a lot of time. Said, you were telling me something earlier today, and I just need you to expound on this whole Bernie Sanders thing going on right now. He just went down to Morehouse College, all-black college
yeah.
in Atlanta.
Yeah.
Explain what
Yeah,
what
I
happened.
guess Bernie Sanders did his run. You know, when you go to Atlanta, you know you got to make the black trek. You got to go to the black church. You got to go to the HBCUs. That's historically black colleges and universities, because I knew Alex was going to say, hey, explain to the people what
Yeah,
the HBCU
absolutely.
So he made the rounds. So, of course, when he made the rounds, you got Bernie Sanders came out to trap music. He came out to Migos.
And Young Thugs.
And Young Thug.
Awesome.
When he came out, oh, my God.
Their new song, Pick
Yeah.
Up the Phone. It's Young Thug and Travis Scott.
Yes. Came out to it at the at one of the pep rallies.
Now-
Also, he went to Morehouse University and came out to some more trap music. I
Can
don't
you
know.
imagine Bernie Sanders at 90 years old? Look at my dad. He can
Look at my
walk it like I talk it on a walker.
Yeah, exactly.
Walk it like I talk. My thing is, you know good and goddamn well, Bernie Sanders don't know who no goddamn Young Thug
Yeah,
and
no, he don't.
Travis Scott
That
is.
is right.
Come on, first of all, he's older than Young Thug's granddaddy's granddaddy.
I think he might.
I think Bernie Sanders grew up on some goddamn Frank Sinatra and Beethoven. Okay?
Can I have a woke moment real quick, though?
Right, Raul? I know you got
Man.
those pictures, right?
Yeah, Raul put him up.
Huh?
He flashed him up.
Did you
we
show
were-
Beethoven and Frank Sinatra? Because I didn't see that.
Oh, I saw him put up the Bernies.
Okay, there he is.
Oh, gee.
That was Beethoven. That was Bernie Sanders' first crush in 1873.
Wow.
Yeah, and then a young Frank Sinatra.
Oh, wow. That looks crazy.
That
but,
is
you know,
crazy.
I'm more mad at the black people. For just a woke second for a minute. I won't take up too much time, but man, come on. Black people got to quit being so impressionable. Just because somebody comes out to our music, you should have heard the roars when
they
all
went
the kids.
crazy?
Oh my God!
But it was more shock value,
They
right?
went crazy.
But
No,
laughing.
everybody was crunk.
Because
Turned
they
up.
like that song.
They like the song.
They're not going, hey, we love Bernie Sanders. They're like, oh, that's that shit right there. That's all
I don't
that.
know about that. They might, because Bernie's for the people.
Yeah?
All the people. Yeah, he's
You
trying
think he has
to
a
do-
chance?
No. I mean, I don't. I mean, I
too
think
low.
isn't Joe Biden's going to win, don't you
But
think?
bro-
I don't know. It's actually
it's a
too early.
bummer.
It's actually too early. This time, 4 years ago, Barack Obama was behind 20% to Hillary Clinton.
Really?
And
What do
he
you
was
say,
still a
Savvy?
no-name.
I hear Savvy over here laughing. You got something on your mind?
I'm laughing, man, because you know all this political stuff is starting to just seem like a cartoon.
It is.
Yeah.
Because it's like, okay, I need the black vote, so let me get ASAP Rocky out of prison and,
Yeah.
and come out crip walking to some Snoop Dogg,
Yeah,
and then after that,
yeah.
you know, let me go to El Paso, Texas, and put on a
Louis Vuitton.
poncho,
Right.
and then and come out doing a salsa, talk about I'm for all the Mexican people. You know, I just love Mexican people. And then I go down to Alabama. Look, I'm gonna tell you, these minorities, we need to build a wall for them.
Right.
You know, it's like manipulating every single race of people.
But it is true.
And at the end of the day, we're like, oh, I'm gonna vote for him because he came out to Snoop Dogg.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, you don't do a goddamn thing that you told everybody you was
So,
gonna do.
speaking of all this, we're just talking about music. We're just talking about politics. You know, I know you. I'm gonna start with you. You know, you heard your boy Kanye might be running for president in 2024.
Yeah.
Do you think everything that's going on right now is setting us up for Kanye to be president in 2024?
Absolutely, man. Look at what he's doing, man. His wife is working on prison reform. He's going out. He's changed his image to quote unquote Jesus and Christian. He's wearing the Confederate flag on his patch to get the white votes and the Republican Party to back him up. His black fans are going to vote for him. It's all being set up, brother.
What do you think, Betsy? Is this all antics right now?
Man,
with
Savvy
Kanye?
over there sounding like me.
What you think, Betsy?
I think Kanye West.
I like that.
I think he'll be the craziest Republican, is what I think. He's all about Trump. Listen, anybody who is all about Trump better step aside. That's all I think.
So,
he did that song with T.I., which I love.
Me too. I like that song too.
is it on the new album?
It was just a
They pulled
mixtape
it.
track.
They took it off. Yeah,
Yay,
they
the
did
Oh, they took it off this gospel album.
That song. No.
No, it was way before.
A political
Oh,
song.
so this was way before it.
Yeah.
Before the new
Recently.
Kanye.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yay
before
versus
the
people.
Kanye.
You're talking pre-Sunday service Kanye.
This song is why there's a new Kanye. This song is because every Crip, every blood was like, Kanye, stay your ass in Calabasas because we gonna kill you. Basically, for
Wow,
this shit.
wow,
Yeah.
okay.
You didn't see that?
I didn't. I got to check that out, and I'm usually up on that stuff. So, what's everybody's feeling on? I don't know. I wish we had one of those kind of shows where we could pull things out the archives for something I said, I think maybe 7-8 months ago, and everybody will know. Remember when I said something when we first found out about what Kanye was doing with this Sunday service thing? I said he's gonna mess around and end up performing at like Joel Osteen's church.
Right.
Do you remember I said that?
I do.
I said he's gonna mess around and get on the biggest platform.
Yeah.
And look what ended up happening damn near a year later. He goes in front of Joel Osteen's church at Lakewood. I would say the biggest Christian platform on the planet right now.
It is.
And Joel and him were in cahoots.
Largest congregation.
Largest congregation. And I even heard and said, you can expound on this, that Kanye bought his choir, but he got $300,000 as a personal appearance fee for that day just to speak in front of that church.
Yeah, 300 stacks. 300,000
You know,
stacks.
To speak on behalf of the Lord.
This should be about feeding poor kids.
Say it again?
This should be about feeding poor
But this
kids.
is what all of the gospel, just to be fair, this is what all of the artists do. They all get a fee. This is what the pastors even do.
Yeah.
If T.D. Jakes went to go visit Joel Osteen, T.D. Jakes maybe
He
not
ain't just
300,000.
visiting for his health.
He's not 300,000, but he walking away with a check, 25,000,
Thank you for
40,
showing up.
50,000. You're doing a special, and we know even at the small churches, what happens when the guest speaker comes in? We want to take in a special plate and offering. Will y'all pass around a plate? We brought in Pastor such and such from Cincinnati, came a long way to give us that word. We're gonna put up a special offering plate. So, in the essence of how the church game is ran, in fairness, this is just how the hustle is ran. Right?
Absolutely.
Right. And you got to understand that he did probably incur a lot of fees. He brought that big
150 person
piece
chorus.
Put them all on private. They all came on a.
And if I'm not mistaken, did you also say that that was the biggest offering that Osteen ever got?
Yeah.
So imagine that. He's bringing people that had never went to church before. He's selling it out because, you know, that was a former basketball stadium. And the church gets the most money they've ever got. It's business.
It's a business move, bro.
Well, we know church. We know church is a business.
It's a
man.
business.
So it's
I
all
get it, but
hustle.
anything over like what your cost is, if this is really about religion and God and doing the right thing, you should find things to give that money to. There are so many people hurting in the world today. I'm just like, honestly.
And who's to know? I don't know if he gave it to somebody. I mean, he brags about being a billionaire. Who's to say we don't know? But
like last week or 2 weeks ago, you talked about Chris Brown and the garage sale, and he donated all. Like, how cool.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah, I think it's just, you know, again, when you're talking about business, hey, if Joel Osteen is generating, you know, probably 2 million, 3 million, or however many million from that service off Kanye coming, I think it's only fair that you break Kanye off for, you know, now if you some church that only making 1,000 and you went and broke the bank to give them 300,000, that's something different.
Right.
But if you're gonna generate that money from somebody who brought that many people there and who's raising multi-millions of dollars, you know, I
Right.
think it's only fair that you know, break them off. You know?
Well, let me ask you something. Are you going to give any proceeds of brass balls out?
Exactly. But I
Are you
will
gonna give
say,
your balls back?
well, you got to look at the value of Kanye though. If I'm a billionaire, right? Yeah, exactly. But if I'm a billionaire and
Yeah.
I'm going to speak at a forum and I'm going to draw millions from me going to speak at that forum
Yeah.
for people that
Giving
I'm
back is a
already
part
making
of it.
billion, like, yeah, you're gonna have to break me off. Look, Barack Obama was an actual president of the country and of the state. He goes on a speaking engagement. He getting broke off like close to $1 million just to come speak.
It's business at the end
You
of the
know?
day.
Yeah.
I get it, but this is business mixed with religion. So
Yeah.
it's a little bit
Well, the
different.
crazy part is, unfortunately, religion is business. Right?
Unfortunately.
That's true.
They got,
You know,
they got a mortgage, they got lights, you know, they got bills too. You know, I'm not a big, you know, Kanye per se fan, but I am fair when you critically think through these things. It's like, look, man, if you worth $1 billion, you got to break me off.
I got a question for our one female on the panel here. Betsy, did you hear that John Legend was just voted the sexiest man alive on GQ magazine? So you're the only woman here. What's up with that? Is that real talk? Do you and all your girls talk about, oh God, he's the sexiest thing ever?
Oh, we can't stop talking about it. Oh, this is
For real?
Come on, Alex.
No, you said, come on, Alex. I'm a
I
dude. Like, I'm asking you. I don't know.
I mean, I definitely think he's cute. I think his music gives him that sex appeal. So, okay, I get it. I mean, like, when somebody is that talented, you're
Right.
like, okay, you know, but I mean, I don't know.
So you think they made the right call?
I think they made a call.
Okay. Savvy, would you say that John Legend
come
is
on,
sexiest?
man.
You ain't gonna set me up like that. You ain't gonna take me down that Old Town Road, nigga.
You said you ain't gonna take me down that Old Town Road. I love it. I just had to do that. Yeah, you're the only female here, so you know we had to touch on it. You know, there's ladies out there want to know these things. You know.
You know, Bessie's never gonna like really, you know, go against the grain. So,
Well-
you know, she's gonna put that PG, you know, kind of rated.
Chrissy
You know.
Teigen thinks that he's the sexiest man.
I don't even think she thinks it. But,
I think she thinks that he must be using some really good conditioner on them all.
There you go.
Great. You know, it'd be great if there's some kind of way you could sign him up as the brass ball spokesmodel.
man.
There you go.
There you
Come
go.
on, man. He's a superstar. Maybe he
Can't do
could
it.
sing a
There you go.
song about brass balls. I keep my balls clean with brass balls. You know what he sings like this. Balls, balls. Keep them clean. You know,
No, I
Why
can't do
not?
it. I can't do it.
You
man.
need a big name.
You
Listen.
You need a new dude with big nuts.
No, so the marketing plan has got to stay.
Nuts. Oh my goodness.
No, the
You need a
marketing
rich
plan.
nutsack.
No,
man.
the marketing plan got to stay super masculine, man, because we start straying in these metrosexual.
But John Legend is masculine. He's
Hey,
married. He's a
man,
regular
he
dude.
in that metrosexual gray area, man. And once you start doing that, and you got the wrong people using
Oh
your
my
product. You know
So who's
that
your
community.
ideal guy for your spokesmodel for brass balls? Would it be like Idris Elba?
There we go. Yeah, we talking about Idris Elba,
Ving Rhames,
Ving Rhames, Will
You
Smith.
wanna, like,
you know, we gotta have
Wesley Snipes. Want some
Denzel.
This shit come out as black balls.
Denzel.
You know.
Denzel. But we can't have no
Something
dudes, no questionable dudes, because
Yeah.
then it gets into the other community.
Deontay Wilder.
Yeah,
You know,
exactly.
some shit like that.
I
Yeah,
can't wait
exactly.
to see Denzel up on his head with legs kicked up like my mom.
Yeah.
Wait. Betsy, I got a question for you. I got another question for you, Betsy.
Yeah.
So just this week,
I'm dying.
no, that is funny. I'm Denzel. Okay, Burger King. They're getting sued by a bunch of vegans because they're saying the Impossible Burger is vegan, but they're frying it on the same, what do you call
On
it?
the grill. On the same grill
as
from-
the pork and the beef. You as a vegan, does that bother you? Or is that rounds for wanting to sue? Or
I would never sue over that. I think it's, people should, if you don't want to eat it because it's on that, then don't eat it. There's no reason to bring a lawsuit to somebody trying to do a good thing for the environment and for animals anyway. What do you think?
Well, I'm not a vegan, as I admitted earlier. So.
Yeah, but I mean, come on, Alex, you don't eat red meat.
No, I don't eat red meat pork. And no, but that's kind of like when I was saying, I told my wife, I'm thinking I'm doing this, and she's like, no, there's chicken broth in that, or this salad's great, yeah, but there's anchovies in the Caesar. I don't know it well enough yet to know if you make my burger on it, does that consider now I'm eating red meat just because they
but forget the
cooked
rules.
it on there?
Forget the rules. The question is, would you be offended? Are you offended as a non-meat eater? You haven't eaten meat in 20-some years. Are you offended now to the fact that you eat the Impossible Burger? Are you a little mad or upset because a little bit of that meat
I can
grease
see
got on
the
there?
ideology, but again, I'm so new that I guess it hasn't bothered me yet, but I guess if I was hardcore, I'd probably be up there like, look, I don't want no part of the pig touching my vegan ass burger.
But the pig's not touching it, but the
beef or whatever.
But the beef is.
I could get it, but then again, you got to know you're talking about a fast food company that's all about making millions and millions and millions of these burgers. It's all about fast. You got to know that when you go in there. That's why you take your ass to a vegan spot or a place that's not going to make it fast, and there's going to be some TLC behind that meal you're eating. You know what I mean?
So the vegan police are saying it's false advertisement, and I actually think legally they might actually win that suit.
Really?
Which I think is ridiculous because you guys, the grill is so hot. How could anything? Do you know what I'm saying? Everything just drips off that. It's the flame broil.
No, I get what you're saying. No, I get what you're saying.
How could it be contaminated?
Right. Okay, I get you. Hey, I'm flipping wheels right now because this is super funny, and I'm hoping somebody can speak on this. Did you guys hear about the two nuns that went to Africa on a mission and came back pregnant?
Man, stop! I don't believe it.
Yeah.
I don't believe it.
Catholic Church.
Yeah, this is a part of mine.
No, that's bullshit.
Well, obviously they're done with being nuns. They were like, you know what? This 80 years of being a nun, I'm trying to get some dick on this trip.
And the funny part,
I'm trying to get some dick on this trip. And let me take my little nun outfit off and throw on this thong and get some dick on this trip.
The crazy part is I'm trying to get some black D. You know what I mean?
Okay,
because they was in Africa. You got to put that part in there.
Oh, yeah, so they got hit up by some mandingos.
They coming from the Vatican, and they like, yo, I ain't seen no brothers ever in my life.
Right,
this is a one-time experience. And they trying to plead immaculate conception. Like it's a miracle.
Get the fuck out of here.
The Catholic Church is trying to spin it. The Catholic Church trying to spin it.
Dying.
They trying to spin it like it's Mary.
Get the fuck out of here.
It's an act of God. Two women that
An
were
act of
asleep.
God. When he ran up in that
Yeah, it was an act of God when he got in that ass.
When she was getting hit from the back, she's like, Jesus. He's like, hallelujah.
It was an act of God when that hot African six-pack ab man fell in front of them and wanted them.
Absolutely. And he threw that Botswana up in her.
That straight man.
She got some of that
Get
Niger.
the fuck out of here. This is a real story?
No, this is a real story. I looked it up, man. I added it into our notes. Real story. And they're trying to say they were asleep, and then they had no clue.
And then an act of
So
God.
now they were raped.
Yeah.
They not claiming rape or Me Too. They're
Right.
just saying, hey, we don't know how we got pregnant.
And they're wondering why. I think somebody got a video of both of them smoking cigarettes in the morning.
That's hilarious. That's hilarious.
No,
I cannot.
hey, we got to slide something in before we get out of here.
So we
because
gotta wait then until the children are born. If they come out
They're going to come out mixed.
mixed,
Oh, they
and
gonna
then they
come
gonna
out
say,
mixed.
okay, I told you Jesus was black, nigga.
Yeah, exactly.
Maybe it was immaculate conception.
Exactly.
Oh, that's funny. And he comes out, daddy looks like Jaimin Hansu
Right, they go.
and Byron Scott and shit.
That's gonna start all kind of shit. It's gonna start a religious war,
Oh,
bro.
that's going to start. So speaking of sports, there's been a lot of sports stuff going on in this last week. And now, obviously, this is the Sabotage Sports Report with Savvy Music. Talk to us, man. What's the latest?
Yeah, well, first off, I want to come off by saying the Baltimore Ravens quarterback Lamar Jackson is the real deal. Put a beat smackdown on the Los Angeles Rams.
Can you make me not think about what I saw
I
last
want
night.
you to think about it.
It was very sad. A small tear almost ran down my eye.
It should.
They annihilated us. But you know the flip side, I'm always happy when I see a black quarterback.
Man.
Because
Say that.
they
Kid
get the
is-
short end of the stick.
man.
Let me tell you something. Watching that dude do what he did last night, he did his best Randall Cunningham, Michael Vick, Vince Young impression.
Right.
And I know all three of them brothers are very proud to see that because he killed the stereotypes that black quarterbacks can only run.
Right.
That dude threw 5 touchdowns last night. And we're on, what is this, the 11th game? 12th game?
This is going into week 13.
Okay, week 13, he is already.
11.
Yeah, 11 or 12. He is already on his way. One more game, he's breaking the record for the most rushing yards in pro football history by a quarterback. So
Right.
shout out to Lamar Jackson,
Lamar
and that dude
Jackson.
is the truth. What do you think?
Yeah, no, straight up. We're seeing the living new millennial version of Willie Beeman. We're seeing Willie
Yeah.
Beeman in live action and live
Yeah.
flash. And like you said, man, I'm excited. I'm not a big Baltimore Ravens fan, but I'm excited when any black brother is excelling at the quarterback
In the
position.
leadership position.
Right now, the conversation is all about black quarterbacks right now. I hate the Cowboys. We talk about Dak Prescott. You know, I love what Deshaun Watson is doing. I love what Lamar Jackson is doing. So we having black
Yeah.
black
No, things are
quarterbacks right now
changing. There's a
dominating
changing
and-
of the guard now
yeah,
because this
and-
is something we've seen sprinkles of black quarterbacks in the
Right.
history of this game.
And you wanna know-
It's almost getting to the point out of 28 teams.
Right.
I'm thinking about 10 years.
Right.
Half the league, the quarterback's gonna be black.
Right, and you want to know, all it takes is for a certain individual to stop being so bullheaded. It's funny, I thought about this when you mentioned Willie Beeman. The coach, which was Al Pacino, was just used to this old school ways, this old stand in the pocket
Stand in
and
the
throw.
pocket and throw.
John Harbaugh is like, fuck that. I'm finna bring in a nice young coordinator. He knows what we need. He knows how to get Lamar Jackson going, and guess what? It's working.
Right.
And it may be the changing
And
of
he's
the
a
guards
quarterback
like you just
himself
mentioned.
too,
Yeah.
so that took a lot because he was a quarterback himself, Harbaugh. So
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
you know, and Patrick Mahomes too. Shout out Mahomes too. He's
Right.
still, you know, he's hurt, but he's still doing his
Right.
thing. But I like how black
Right.
quarterbacks are dominating
Right,
the
right, right.
conversation.
Right.
What else is going on in sports, man? I know it's a lot.
Oh man, Deontay Wilder with
Deontay Wilder.
another crazy ass knockout,
Did
man.
you see the knockout?
Oh my, yes I
Said,
did.
did you see the
I
knockout?
didn't see the
Man,
knockout.
I saw
Brother,
the knockout.
I don't know.
man.
Did you see the knockout?
He literally knocked the morning shower out of the back of that nigga head.
Yeah. When I
When he punched him, and it.
Hold on,
Let me tell you something.
leave that up, Raul. Why does his face look light skinned, but the back of his head look dark skinned?
Because
Did he
because
knock
he knocked
the black
dark
off him?
skin
Man,
off
he
of
looked
him.
knocked
That's
the
all.
black off that.
He knocked when he socked him. He was Wesley Snipes. When he got up, he was Tom Cruise. That when I
Look at
tell
that
you,
body is what I'm saying. I have to rewatch this.
God,
when I
damn.
tell you, he hit that man's head. It looked like his head came off his body. Like when Ortiz got up, he was like, "Give me 2 mushrooms, no child support, and throw a bow tie in there." Like he didn't know where the
It
fuck
was
he
bad,
was.
man.
When I tell you, he hit him so damn hard. He's known. He's a knockout artist.
Right.
I think out of 40-something fights, he's knocked out 30-something people. Like, shout out to the Bronze Bomber.
Stephen A. Smith says Tyson in his prime couldn't beat him. What do you think?
I don't know about that,
Stop
man.
that.
That's what I said. I said I
Because
don't know about that.
Tyson was a straight up bull.
Tyson-
Even though this dude is a foot taller than Tyson.
Yeah.
We all saw first of all the oldest saying in the book: the bigger they are,
Harder they fall.
man. Tyson used to whoop motherfuckers' asses.
Yeah.
That were damn near 2 feet bigger because he
Yeah.
was just all up in them.
Yeah.
He knew how to get up under your chin and. No, I'm gonna be honest with you. I think Tyson would have knocked his
I
ass
can
out.
remember Alex being a young kid. My sisters and them would order to fight. Sometimes you wouldn't even be able to finish heating up your popcorn before Tyson knocked his ass out.
Oh yeah. No, it was really that
Yeah,
bad.
it was that.
And Tyson doesn't get a lot of credit for his technical skills, right?
Yeah.
He wasn't a Deontay Wilder out there
Right.
swinging wild,
No.
hoping that he catch you with a Mayweather.
Exactly.
Right.
You know, Tyson was a real tactician when he got up
With a
and
haymaker.
and did his thing.
Right.
So
Speaking of fights, oh my God, what happened on the NFL field between the Cleveland Browns and the Pittsburgh Steelers? For the people that don't know, kind of let them know.
Oh man, yeah. That was.
You see that?
Yeah, look at that. The club to the head. What happened is Myles Garrett gets into an altercation with Mason Rudolph, the Pittsburgh Steelers backup quarterback. And in the midst of everything, clubs him on top of the head and got a suspension indefinitely. Now, he is currently appealing it, saying that he spewed a racial slur.
I think that's some bullshit.
And that's what
him
made him
trying to
club
play
him
the
in the
race
head.
card. Yeah,
But that's his argument of why he did it.
First of all, Myles Garrett is about 6'5", 6'4", almost 300 pounds. A lot of people don't realize an NFL football helmet is like hitting somebody with a dumbbell. Yeah. It's almost 10, 15 pounds. It's harder than a 2x4. The dude could have literally killed him, but he hit him on the bottom part of the helmet. Shout out to Mason Rudolph's family and his mama for giving him a hard ass head, because let me tell you something, that dude could have easily got 50 or 60 stitches. He could have easily got a concussion. He could have easily been unconscious. He could have easily got killed. That dude was not cut, wasn't bruised, went and did the press conference afterwards and everything. Like, yeah, that was criminal. That was criminal what Myles Garrett did. I thought that they were going to arrest that motherfucker right there on the field.
Yeah. So legally, where is it at right now? Isn't he?
He's kicked out for the entire season.
Yeah, indefinitely. He's appealing it, but nobody really thinks he's
going to get back on. Look at
he might
Vick,
get back on next year. No,
They all get back on.
Come on, Michael Vick pulled off a big one. I mean, he killed dogs, went to prison, and he's still one of the only, well, not one of, he's the only football player in the history of pro football to get 2 $100 million contracts.
Yeah, afterwards.
He got 100 first when he was with Atlanta, killed the dogs, went to prison for a couple years, came out and got another 100 million.
With Philly, right?
With Philly. Yeah. I mean, that just shows how amazing Michael Vick was as an athlete and as a. Yeah. But yes, this dude didn't kill a dog, so he will be back.
He'll be back.
It was assault, but he will be back.
Yeah, they can kill people, and if they could play good football, they go back.
Yeah, and I'm gonna be honest with you.
They can kill babies.
Exactly. I'm gonna be honest with you. Myles Garrett, he's kind of lucky. I hate playing the race car, but he's kind of lucky that he hit a white dude. Yeah. Because we all know if he had hit somebody like Keyshawn Johnson, the whole Bloods would have been in the parking lot shooting up the Steelers parking lot. Like the homies would have pulled up, and he would have got dealt with.
Yeah.
Like
I don't know if I believe that. I have to say, I think they could be like, well, he's a good football player, so he hit that bitch. He shouldn't have failed. Okay.
Oh my God. So what's some more stuff in sports, man?
All right, man. We got Colin Kaepernick. What it seems like Kaepernick versus the NFL with the NFL drama. Now, they gave him a workout. I forget how many teams. Was it 20?
25.
25 teams gave him a workout. But they wanted him to sign a waiver saying that if no teams picked him, he couldn't sue them. He declined the waiver. The NFL also said this wouldn't be recorded. So Kaepernick basically called an audible last minute. Went to a high school, had his own cameraman, own receivers, worked out. People say somewhat taunted the NFL afterwards, and has been called back by any team. So, you guys believe that he'll ever play in the NFL again?
What do you think, Sid?
Never. Its whole thing out was ridiculous, and I think that he made a lot of people look bad outside of himself. People that spoke up for him. People that put their necks out there for him. You know, even people that had their own jobs at stake as well. You had a lot of black GMs or black GMs that were in the training to come out. A lot of representatives come out. And for like 30 minutes before the workout to switch up the workout is ridiculous. And I'm always someone that's a critical thinker, right? Even if the waiver was an issue, my thing is this. He had time to actually plan the actual workout being at the school. Because you don't just show up at a school 30 minutes. Yeah. He had to get school board, city approval on those things. So he knew he was going to switch up the workout, but he chose purposely, or his team, chose purposely to switch up the workout 30 minutes before the workout. Y'all had the waiver for a whole week. If the issue was the waiver the whole week before, I would have thought his legal team, his lawyers would have said something. Even when he had the press conference, he took the opportunity, which you just said, I felt, that to poke an eye on the owners and to antagonize the owners and not really speak to what the issues was. Like, hey, they gave me a waiver. I appreciate the teams coming out. Unfortunately, he could have Barack Obama that type of joint and at least said it and pled his case. He should at least been able to he didn't take any questions. I've really broken this thing down from a non-emotional, just from a technical, all the way across the board. He played himself out. He played right into the hands of the NFL, and they said, "See, this is what we got." He shows up with a Kunta Kinte shirt on at the workout.
Yeah.
I'm going for a job interview with corporate America. I can't show up to a job for somebody that I'm trying to get a job.
That'd be like
from.
you trying to get a job at Budweiser and you show up with a T-shirt that say "Yes, Massa."
Yeah,
You know, like you just don't do that. So I got to ask you a question. There's people out there that are saying he really didn't want to play football.
Of course,
and he's just trying to be a martyr.
I think so. But if
do you believe that?
Oh, I 100% believe that. And I've only said this in private quarters because I felt that a lot of black people were supporting the one knee. But I don't even think he was sincere when he did the whole one knee issue. I never supported Colin Kaepernick. I never did one post on it. But the fact that so many black people were so supportive of police violence and it did a job, people on their own. But Colin Kaepernick, I think that he was playing semantics when he did the take a knee. Because if you really go back and look at it, Colin Kaepernick got benched from his starting position. The very next game, what is he doing? Sulking on the bench. Then he goes and then he starts taking a knee. I felt like he was protesting from a subliminal standpoint for the simple fact that he was starting. I believe that if Colin Kaepernick was starting and never benched, we would have never even seen the whole take a knee issue. He took that opportunity.
Because why would he do it then? And you're rolling and you're winning. He got him to a Super Bowl, and then it all came crashing down. Let me ask you, Betsy, do you have any thoughts on this at all?
All I can think about is we know he's not modeling for brass balls. That is like, bottom line, I can't stop thinking about that.
Good one.
That is
he
funny.
He lost a couple contracts today.
That is funny.
Yeah, what you think, Savvy? I know I've said a mouthful. I've never said that publicly.
Yeah.
But what do you think about that? That's something that's hard for, I think, a lot of black people to digest because people were so adamant about Colin Kaepernick and the whole taking a knee issue. But I think it took fire on its own.
I liked that he took the knee and did that because it is, I thought it doesn't matter. It did bring a lot of attention
Towards the matter at hand.
Yes.
It did.
I was appreciative.
It didn't stop the problem. Unfortunate.
You know what? And it's unfortunate. What else do we have to do? Because somebody else has to come out and make a stand and do something until it stops. But it's just like for some reason the world is just an awful place all the time.
Right.
I feel like he came up in the end of it, you know what I mean? Because what is truly a protest if you have nothing to lose? If you felt like you already ain't starting and you not playing, then what an opportunity to actually start a movement.
Yeah.
And so I think people haven't critically looked at this whole thing. What technically has Colin Kaepernick said? Does anybody have a voice or a soundbite from Colin Kaepernick even talking about police brutality? All we have is these posthumous little moments in pocket. I think people created a movement and it was like, oh snap, this thing took over and now, I'm stuck. But if you just look with a microphone, you can't even hear him saying anything. What technically has he done? He's done photo ops with Sports Illustrated with some kids behind him and like some stuff. But have he speaking at schools as he went to Chicago? And what has he really actually said or done if you really think about it outside of taking a knee?
Speak like if it's something that's really emotional to him. Some people break down when they talk about things that they care about a lot.
He spoke on it before when he was still in the league. Because
Okay.
I remember once he wore some pig socks to football practice.
Pig socks.
Yes.
Yeah.
What are pig socks?
What do you
Basically
call
talking
cops?
about cops. We call cops pigs. This dude wears some socks with pigs on.
Okay.
Yeah, he was
And
fine
talking
for
like-
it. They
yeah.
questioned him in the
Cops like
locker
to be
room.
called pigs, though.
And he was very vocal about it, about the way he felt. Later on when he got cut, that's when the whole movement started and everything. But the way I feel about it earlier when Said asked, I'm kind of chiming in, jumping on the Jay-Z bandwagon. Jay-Z was basically saying like, okay, we all know now why he was kneeling. We all know. Police brutality, protesting police brutality. Okay, what do we do next? We hear you now. I'm here now. I'm here to try to fix it. So now what I want you to do is put away the Kunta Kinte t-shirt, braid up the afro or, and let's play football. Do what you feel outside of this. I'm with you. I'm with you. But when you're coming to work, put it all away, man. We hear you now, and we want to fix it.
You know what it is? Colin Kaepernick, I feel, tried to control the narrative.
Yeah.
And what he doesn't understand is this narrative is so much bigger than you.
It's much bigger.
This thing is called the NFL. There's a reason why it says 100 on this year.
Right.
They did this for 100 years.
Right. Yeah.
I hate to say it, but Negro, we will find another one of you.
Yeah.
You're not going to tell us what time you want it to be, and you want to do it at your elementary school. No.
Yeah.
And I think what's going to happen is they, make an example out of him.
Yeah.
Like everybody else. It's almost like if you run a business, you almost have to be able to go, look, I run this business. This is my business.
Right.
And you're going to follow my rules.
Yeah.
Right.
I don't care what your personal agenda is. If you want to work here, you can't tell me where you want the audition.
Right.
You can't tell me, no, I'm going to ask the questions that I ask.
Yeah.
Because there's a whole lot of other employees in this thing called
Right.
the NFL, and they have to abide by rules also.
Right.
We're not going to let you slide and do things different because we don't need other people thinking that they can have their own agenda. It's
Right.
not
Yeah.
going to happen on our dime,
Yeah.
on our dollar, with our uniform on.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So that's that.
Tell me what job that you could go on, work the job, get fired from your job, and sue your employer, win the lawsuit, get paid millions of dollars in a wrongful termination suit, and then go back and say, hey, can you hire me again?
I know.
Right.
No, that's a great point, Sid. It's such a great point. It kind of makes you go, oh, that motherfucker wasn't really trying to get a job back because he knows he's not.
Right.
This is, I hate to say it, now after talking about it this long, this was a huge publicity stunt.
Yes.
Right.
And at the end of the day, somebody's sitting down going, it worked.
Yeah.
It worked.
Maybe we'll get that deal with Brass
Maybe,
Boys.
now, brass balls, I'm gonna tell you right now, you might change the complexion of the man's nutsack if you can get him to kneel and be kneeling in a bowl of brass ball sauce. The motherfucker's like this, and his nuts are just inside the brass balls.
Brass ball sauce.
Brass ball salt.
And there you go, you're moving units.
Yeah.
All right. And that's how I wanted to end the show in a big ass laugh. Hey, you guys, this is what I'm talking about. Every week at the Funny Don't Stop Show, we talk about it all, everything under the sun. Again, we want to thank everybody worldwide that is watching us, on our YouTube. Tell them about it one more time before we
Yeah,
leave.
check us out because the live feed is just live for everybody to view now, but we're going to be changing up some analytics and some things up. So definitely go to youtube.com/The Funny Don't Stop. Like, subscribe. Yo, integrate with us. We're checking out the comments too. We're going to start doing a lot of interaction with our fan base and people that subscribed as well.
Exactly.
So that's what's up, man.
All right, so Savvy, let them know where they can find you, man. Talk to them real quick.
I'm Instagram and Facebook, y'all. Savvy_music.
Betsy.
I'm in Blingin' Betsy Comedy.
Blingin' Betsy Comedy.
AKA Brass Balls.
Yes. Check me out. This is
Definitely
the
get
most
up
my
there.
last name been said on the show. I love it. It's
You
just
need
like-
a T-shirt
Yeah.
that says Brass
Brass
Balls.
Balls.
Yes.
Exactly.
Brass.
Check me out at said with an S, EDBRASS at said brass.
Hey, Atlanta, I need y'all to pull up on me this weekend, all right? Come to the Uptown Comedy Club. Get your tickets, uptowncomedy.net. Hey, you know what? I got to give a big birthday shout out to my little boy, Legend. His birthday. Legend. Turning 2, and we going to turn up. He's already hosting parties down there, little day parties.
Wow.
Oh, yeah, Legend going to turn up for the Terrible Twos down there in Atlanta. So
Terrible Twos.
check me out on Instagram at Funnyman Alex Thomas. Also, the hashtag is The Funny Don't Stop. And thank you again for watching
The Funny Don't Stop Show. And we out.
Yeah.
Man, I missed